Good afternoon and welcome back. It's been a little bit, and I'm looking a little bit scruffy, but you know what? Let's do this today. Let's talk about celebrities. Specifically, not just American celebrities, but primarily American celebrities and the way that they're advertised and the way they effectively use themselves as puppets to push forth various political agendas that will never affect them at all. And that really is, I think, something that everyone needs to wake up to. For the past, very long time, decades and decades, actually, hell, we can even go back to Greek times when we saw mass printings of Julius Caesar's exploits. He was running around telling everybody how awesome he was, and effectively became a celebrity himself in order to push a political agenda, which wound up with him being the ruler of a particular country. Not very important, I'm sure you've heard about it historically, but that's neither here nor there. For the past 10 years or so, celebrities have been weaponized to a degree to push certain political parties' agendas that has not been seen for a very long time. Or at the very least, it's almost unprecedented. Then again, that has a lot to do with the internet and mass media. They have access to things that no one's ever had access to. So with the advent of the internet and the advent of the attention economy, well, it pumped up celebrities' value to politicians and non-government organizations and the movers and shakers around the world. But I think it's fair to say at this point that they don't care about you, their audience. Now, you might think to yourself, oh, but so-and-so celebrity says that they care, and they appear to care. Of course they do. They're good at marketing themselves. That's why they're celebrities. It's a simple fact. But I think now with rising gas prices, homelessness, unemployment, panic in the cities, well, they're still pushing the same agenda, even though it's hurting people. And then, of course, you've got people like Stephen Colbert saying, just buy an electric car like I did. It's out of reach for most Americans. Just the cost of such. It's out of reach for most people. Something like home ownership and things of that nature, which, again, if you have been wise, you have been working toward for quite some time, or you're working towards it now, or you're investing, or you're doing something to economically strengthen yourself, because you do not want to be part of the wage-earning, rent-paying economy. The renter class is not going to be having a good time in the next, I'm going to say 100 years or so. It's not going to be good. It's going to be downright terrible, in fact. But these celebrities don't care, because it doesn't affect them. Most of them own, multiple properties. Most of them own multiple cars. And to be perfectly honest, if the gas price went up to $20, $40 a gallon, they could still afford it. But most of their fans couldn't. But it doesn't matter to them, because they're getting kickbacks from people who want said agenda pushed. Stephen Colbert comes down to some dude who's making minimum wage and says, just buy an electric car. It's not an option for that guy. But again, he either doesn't know or he doesn't care. But, for the past, let's call it 10 years, we've been seeing celebrities running around saying, oh, I'm a champion of the common people. If you fell for that at all, you are a fool. Actions speak louder than words. They always have. And simply put, every single one of these celebrities has basically been advocating for things that is actively harmful to anybody taking their advice. They advocated for policies that are now causing economic distress. They advocate for economic moves that are outside of the reach of most of their constituents, because they're disconnected from you. They put on a friendly face. They put on a false face. They put on a glamour, if you will. Much like the stories of old, these people are not like you. They don't think like you. They don't act like you, at least not behind closed doors. And they will drain you of life if it gives them another day in paradise. So, hopefully, more and more people will wake up to this fact. I'm doubtful that it will happen in time. And by in time, I mean for most of these people who have bought the celebrity lines and advocated for these policies. Let's use a short little example. All the celebrities were running around saying, defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. Do you think they live in an area that would be affected by getting rid of the police? If the police disappeared overnight, do you think any of these celebrities would be affected by rising crime rates? Of course not. They all live in gated communities with private neighborhoods. All of them. They advocate for things that would raise the price of food to, let's go ahead and be conservative here and say twice its current price. That's not going to affect them. Their budget it's large enough to accommodate that. Not everybody is, but they don't care. Because as long as they get their kickbacks and attention, it doesn't matter to them. You are cattle to them. So, just the thought of the day, and, here's what I'm going to advocate for. Me with my tiny but highly appreciated base, by the way. Get outside, exercise, get into the sun, eat some fresh food, invest in things. Spend some time with your friends, your loved ones, and if you don't have friends and loved ones, get them. Go out, meet people, find people with similar hobbies to you. Build your connections, because for a lot of people, they're going to be all you're going to have in the next 10 years. And most of all, have a good day.